Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. I feel like I should maybe introduce myself a little bit. If you're new here, my name is Erin. I am 45 years old. I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. We're secular homeschoolers, but my two older kids have actually transitioned into real school, so they are in grade 10 and 11. And then I have Clementine at home who is in grade 7. I like to crochet. I'm teaching myself to knit, which is probably why a lot of you are new here. I feel like the knitting content has brought a lot of new faces here, which is awesome because I think officially like converted to being a knitter instead of crochet. For the longest time, I struggled to knit. And this year I just decided that I was not going to quit until I got it. So I think I'm getting it. I am very new at it. I am learning as I go. But yeah, I'm a homebody introvert. We spend a lot of time at home, a lot of time at the thrift store. So anyway, if you're new here, thank you for being here. Welcome. And I wanted to give you guys some knitting updates. So there's not a whole lot new with the sweater that I'm knitting. So for anyone new, I am making the step-by-step sweater by Florence Miller. It's a free pattern and she has like a whole YouTube series. It's not even a series, it's a video. It's one video where she breaks it down and she teaches you how to make it step by step. Plus you have the written pattern. So I am this far. It actually is starting to look like a sweater. I think I'm getting close to the point that I want to start the bottom ribbing because the bottom ribbing is supposed to be 8 centimeters, which I think is what, like 3.5 inches or so. It's about the same as what this collar is. So, and I kind of want it to be a little bit cropped, not cropped, but like a little bit shorter because I like to wear high-waisted jeans and I like to do a French tuck. So I don't want a whole lot of material. I am getting a little nervous that I'm gonna run out of wool. I got it off of Amazon because our local yarn store, you wanna? She thought I was gonna steal her bone. Come on. Good girl. What a girl. So our yarn store, our local yarn store is fantastic. It's tiny, but it's fantastic. And it has been closed for months because the owner fell and broke her shoulder, I think, had to have multiple surgeries by the sounds of it. And now she has just reopened. So when I bought this orange wool, it's just patterns. So I got it as a pack of 5 balls for like $50, I want to say. And it's 100% wool and it's fine. But I really don't want another 5 balls of the same one. And I'm a little worried that I'm not going to get the same like dye lot. And a single ball is like $33 and I'm not doing that. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. So a lot of you told me to start knitting on the arms, which I think I'm going to do that because I still have 2 balls plus this bit here. So we'll see. I feel like it's going to be really tight. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may go in and see if our local store has the same color and brand and see if it'll work, if it happens. But I really, really don't want to buy another 5 balls because it's a little more orange than I had bargained for. It was supposed to be a little more muted. And that's what I feel like on Amazon. All of the colors are really not super accurate. I ordered a lovely pink color, which was kind of like a nice soft, it was supposed to be like a soft pink like this to go with it. And it ended up being like Pepto-Bismol pink, which is fine but it just wasn't what I wanted. So the colors are a little off and I prefer buying the yarn in person and supporting a small local business for sure. I feel like it's going to be tight with this. If I have to do like a fun little cuff, like I'm kind of thinking like if I get to the cuffs and I'm like almost out, I could do like a fun little stripe or something at the bottom, like just make it look really intentional rather than making it look like I ran out of yarn. So that's where we're at with this. I'm a little nervous about starting the sleeves, but I think it'll be fine. I think I'll be able to do it with the smallest diameter circular needle that I have. It might be a little stretched, but I think it'll be fine. I don't really feel like futzing with the magic loop, but if I need to, I will. I'm slowly learning different techniques. So anyway, that is my sweater so far. It's kind of just a dream doing stocking net stitch in the round, and I can do it while I ride in the car, which is an awesome thing. The other thing that I started knitting, I cast it on kind of late yesterday afternoon, and it's the Sophie Scarf. And so I'm using this wool here. I feel like this is a thing that knitters like to do, is like share their yarn and stuff. This is what I'm using. Surrey alpaca, organic cotton, and merino wool. But going from this kind of rustic sort of orange weight, heavier yarn, and going to this felt very fiddly, like very fiddly, especially when you're down here with like nothing to hold on to and you're just trusting the process. But now that I've got it, I could see how this is a very addictive little pattern to make. Like I could see myself making approximately 600 of these because they are just kind of fun. It's very satisfying to just watch it grow. But yeah, this is like knitting with dandelion fluff. That's what it feels like. Like this feels like it's weightless, which is really nice because I think I would actually wear it a lot around my neck and not be bothered by it, which I love that. So basically, to keep track of things, I have a row counter. I go up to 8 and then I go to 16. So basically every 8th row you do an increase, and I have this little stitch marker on this side to let me know that the increases kind of happen on this side, and this side of the work is all even stitches. So if I kind of forget if I push the marker or not, I can kind of remember with this little marker. So that's good. But yeah, I could definitely see like this is a lot of yarn for this. So I'm going to be able to make quite a bit with this. But yeah, I'm liking it. I think I'll need to block it because it's looking a little wonky, but it you can tell that it wants to be in the right shape. So I'm not quite halfway. I have to do this until I have, I think, 33 stitches on my needle. 33 stitches, yep. So I'm at like 20 something, 28, something like that. So I think I have to do a few more increases, and then I start decreasing. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's very satisfying, very light as a feather. And then I showed you guys these two last time, but this is the other yarn that I was thinking of making my shift cowl in. So yeah, I don't know if it's too close because this does actually have a lot of like white and yellow and actually even some like purpley blue colors in there. So I thought it might be a nice contrast with these two colors. We'll see, because it calls for 3 skeins of yarn, or 3 different colors. So I might try that, or I might look for something that's a little more higher contrast. Mike has still not sat down and learned how to knit yet, but he is definitely open to it. And I feel fantastic. I feel so chill, so content. I am just feeling so good. And I think it's the knitting, but anyway. Oh, and I went to the thrift store yesterday, obviously. And there was this beautiful bowl. I don't have a yarn bowl, and this isn't a yarn bowl, but it's actually working really well because it's so smooth inside, and I just set that in there and it just it's perfect actually. I suppose if I wanted to, I could put like a little groove in there. I could probably grind something out or drill even, but I don't think I want to. I don't want to ruin this. So it's on the bottom, you see? It's actually got, it's whoever made it signed it with the date, location, the type of wood, the number, all of that. It's just this beautiful hand-turned bowl. And I got it for $1. I like, who got rid of that? It's so beautiful, but thank you for getting rid of it because now it's my little yarn bowl. And it's working really well. Can you use... Other than that, I still have not found a book that is catching my attention. I have started so many books and put them back down because for one reason or another. I don't want something that's like the war one, which the Nightingale, I think I started reading, and it just felt a little too close, a little, I think it would be a great book, but I don't want to read about war right now. So I'm struggling to find a book. We have been listening to, Mike and I love listening to, I think the only Audible book that I can actually listen to on a consistent basis is David Sedaris. David Sedaris has the best stories and he's such an amazing storyteller. So yeah, I'm still not locked in on a book. I keep starting a bunch and then putting them back down. Usually I find like a good murder mystery or like a thriller sort of one will kind of keep me turning the pages, but I'm just really in my knitting zone. And when I'm knitting, I've been watching YouTube. I just put some YouTube on in the background and let it play. Usually it's something knitting and I just let it play. I would really like to listen to a book, but this is where I'm at right now. This is what I keep gravitating towards, so that's what we'll do. We just finished a good show. I love a good British show. It was called The Responder, I think. I forget the actor's name. I'm terrible with names, but he played the Hobbit. I don't know his name, but he's like the star of it. It was quite good. It's a police show, but it was intense, but like not intense at the same time. Like it was intense and stressful, but not like gruesome and like horribly violent like some shows are. It was still somehow, he has like this, he's like morally gray. And anyway, it was a good show. If you're on the market for a good cozy, not cozy, but like a good British police show. These dogs are ridiculous. Yeah, so that's my knitting update right now. I guess I'm going to, it's just kind of like the equivalent of a rainy day. We've had really, really cold temps. Like it's been going down to like minus 25, minus 30 overnight. It's been very cold, but today's a little bit milder at minus 12, I think it was. And it's snowing, but it's cloudy. It just feels like a really good day to sit on my butt and do some knitting. So I'm gonna continue doing that.
Self-confident girl, guess you really need to be with her. She's so
Hi, it's Wednesday now. And I spent all day yesterday just working on my scarf. Oh, I should go grab it so I can show you. I can't remember where I was last time. I think I wasn't quite to the halfway point, but now I've started my decreases. So I'm on like the last half of it and making good progress. It's nice because every time you decrease, it gets a little smaller rather than getting bigger. I mean, obviously, but so I felt the need to get out. I was pretty much the entire time I was knitting, I had Summer Lee's YouTube channel was just playing, and then they just kept playing more and more and more, and I just never turned it off. So I was down like this rabbit hole of magical, beautiful, colorful, fun sock making, and I decided that today I was going to walk down and make the purchase and buy her book. So I bought her first book because I guess it's more like beginner friendly, whereas her second book is more just patterns, pattern heavy. So of course I had to stop at the thrift store. I always do. I have to show you, I didn't get it today, but I got it like, I don't know, since the last video, last video, I picked up this coat at the thrift store. This coat is an absolute dream. It's somewhere probably from the 70s or 90s. It is like full length, and you can see that it's vintage. We have a little vintage tag here, and it is, oh my god, I need my glasses. What is this? 70% wool, 15% cashmere, and 15% angora. Made in Italy. And I did a little bit of research on this, and it was saying like this coat in today's dollars would be like, what did it say? Like $2,000 to $3,000. And even back in the day, this was probably like a boutique sort of find, and a very special coat. I'll have to insert some footage of me wearing it, when my room is clean and I'm a little more pulled together. But oh my god, it's this gorgeous, I feel like the color's not quite showing up on the screen, but it's like this gorgeous cherry red, and the flow and the drape on this thing, the comfort level, oh my god. Now if I could just find like a pea green one like this, my life would be complete. I am over the moon excited about this coat. So I got it for $15. I don't know where my scarf is that I wore with it, because I wore it when we went out grocery shopping, and I felt like $1,000,000. And I have this scarf. I don't know where I've put it right now, but it's about this color that I've thrifted, and it has like red and pink flowers in it, and you can tell it's quite old. And I looked at the tag, it's still on there, and it's 100% wool. And it's this big, gorgeous scarf that I wear like a bandana, and it looked incredible with this. I gotta go get my knitting, hold on. So the coat is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So just remember this with this color blue, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, our local bookshop had this in stock, so I went and picked that up. I am really trying. Yes, I shop on Amazon. Yes, I shop on Temu, but when I can, when it's, financially viable, I will support our local stores as much as possible too. So I picked this up, very excited, immediately took this over to the yarn shop and had her help me pick out some. I'm gonna do like the basic sock, and I'm gonna use the magic loop method because she didn't have any short, well, she had some short ones, but she said, like the magic loop is actually really good. So maybe try it first. So I'm going to try the magic loop with a self-striping yarn and make just a basic sock. And the thing I love about these two is that I don't really want or care if my socks are a perfect match to each other. I'd almost prefer it if they weren't. Like I love those, I think they're called soulmate socks, and they're like in the same colorway, but they're completely different and sold as a pair. So I love that idea of using like similar colors, but in a different pattern, or, like playing with it a little bit. So anyway, I have that. I may as well just show you the yarn that I got, because we'll go, I don't need to go in chronological order of the thing of when I bought things, right? So I bought this because I'm doing my Sophie scarf, and here it is here. And I am really enjoying the process of making it. It's just like, it's simple, it's satisfying, it's like doesn't hurt my brain. So, and I like this color as a neutral. Like, it is a very nice color as a neutral. But I wanted something with a little more color. So here we are. We're starting our decreases. It feels like it's going to be a good length. I was a little worried that it was going to be too short for me. But I think it's going to be a good length. So we are there. Very satisfying to make. And like I said, this is like knitting like dandelion fluff. It is so soft and so light. I just wanted something with a little more pop of color. And I am, like I said, I am obsessed with this cobalt blue right now. So I picked this up. And it's very similar in that it has like a little bit of cotton and then like this bloomy sort of, I think it's alpaca as well. 89% super fine alpaca. We got that to try for another Sophie scarf because I can see myself being completely addicted to making this little design. It's very simple. I'm learning new things, but it's still very simple. It's like just flow zone, you know? Oh, I picked this up because I feel like I need one of these, like to all-in-one kind of like measuring, because I noticed at the thrift store, some of the needles don't have, like, they're not marked. So if they're not in their bag, like, how are you supposed to know? So I'm gonna I like this, and then it's also for like gauge. It's just an easy way to count your stitches, gauge, whatever. And then this is the yarn that I got. I should have taken a picture or some video of the sock that she had actually knit up in this, because ordinarily I probably wouldn't be like drawn to this. Like, I like it, but it's not like obviously what I would want. But look, it turns into a rainbow sock. So she said it's like half and half, and there'll be like some white at the halfway mark where I might have to like unwind a little bit and separate them off for each sock. So I could do one sock starting in blue and going to red, and then the other sock going to red and ending at blue, something like that. So I'm really excited about that. And that wasn't bad. It was only $22 for this. So like $22 for a nice pair of wool socks, that feels decent. So, I mean, obviously I have to put the work and the hours in, but you know, I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to start with a basic sock, try to get the magic loop in order, and then go from there, because I do feel like smaller projects are probably very realistic for me. So that's what I got at the yarn shop, and it was lovely. So I came in, and it's always very quiet in there, and it's just this wonderful, beautiful little shop, as you saw from. I actually asked her, because I went in and she was sitting behind the counter and she was watching Rewilding Jude, which is one of my favorite YouTubers. And she said she's been watching him for years, like back when he was a knitter and yarn dyer and stuff like that. It was like a different life. And so anyway, we had a little chat about that. And I said, well, do you mind if I do some filming? Because your store is beautiful and it's very tiny. And so you can't just like, you know, secretly film or like get footage because it's very obvious. And she said, oh yeah, go ahead. So I got a little bit of footage. I still felt awkward, but I always feel very awkward filming in public. But anyway, yeah, so that's the update on that. That's my coat. That's my yarn that I got, the book that I got. And now I will show you what I picked up at the thrift store, because that's what we did here. So the first thing I got was just this very basic mock neck. But I like this black. I like the sleeves. What is the brand on it? It's Old Navy. The tag is cut out of it. So I don't know. It kind of feels like it could be wool in there. I wore a sweater downtown. It's basically just like this oversized sweater dress. And I always thought it was wool. Like, I never bothered to check. And it turns out it's mostly, it's only like 3% wool. And the rest is like acrylic or polyester. And it feels awful. Like it just made me sweat so much. And I'm like very quickly turning into a like yarn snob. So like there are so many nice sweaters that I skip on now because like what is the point? But this feels almost like there's a cotton and wool blend in there. So anyway, I really like that neutral black charcoal sort of look. The next thing I got is a little bit like not really something I would usually buy, but I really liked it. So I got this maxi length jean skirt, but with like the buttons down the front and the pleats. It just kind of does something for me. So I thought that would look cute with like some tights, some Blundstones, or my like whatever the other boots are called, Ole Bears or whatever. And I just thought that would look cute with like a nice oversized sweater or like a cropped sweater. I don't know. The vibes were vibing for me and I really liked that. So I got that. And then I was digging through the purses and wallets and I found this little cutie, and it's like a book sleeve. Like how cute is that? I thought it might actually fit my Kobo. It does. Oh my God, it fits the Kobo. Look how cute that is. Look at how cute that is. So if I wanted to carry it in my purse, I could just kind of, for a little extra protection, I could add it in there. And I love that. Love it. Love it. I picked this up. I hate a hardcover book. I hate that it doesn't have its dust cover, but I do remember really liking Big Little Lies, the show. And so I know what happens, but I've always felt like this would be kind of a very tense book to read. So I picked it up. It was $2. I picked it up. I feel like I need to put my hairband in because she's a little out of control right now. And then I think you all know that I'm like officially at the age where I need reading glasses, like for anything that's like closer than 2 feet. It just is what it is. So I've been looking for some fun reading glasses, and look what I found. A whole pack of them. Brand new, still in their packages. Like someone probably ordered these from Amazon or something. Like, what? And they're so fun. They're so fun. They're so fun. Hold on. So there's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like I look like, what's the name of that crazy professor in Harry Potter? What's her name? Oh my God, they're just so fun. It's like if you can't see, if you're going to be blind, you may as well have fun with it, right? Oh my God, look at, they have blue ones. There's blue. There's blue. And there's green, and there's black, and there's pink, and there's red, and there's burgundy. Like, stop. Stop it. Look at how fun that is. Like, I know they're ridiculous. I know they're ridiculous. And I look like maybe Bubbles too. I could look like Bubbles. I was like immediately, yes. I don't, no further questions. I was a little worried that they'd be too strong because usually I have like the 1.75 magnification and these are 2. So hopefully I don't get a headache from them, but they were just too fun. I couldn't pass them up. So that's what I got. I'm starving. I need to go have lunch and tidy up and do all of that. And then I'm going to sit my butt back down and continue with my Sophie scarf. And I have to wind up the pretty blue that I got. So we'll probably do that. And that's it, I think. That's it. Let's go have a good day. It's a little bent out of shape because I had it tied around my neck. I haven't blocked it yet, so like I don't know if I really need to. I probably will, but like it lies pretty nice and flat. Like I said, this is just because I had it tied around my neck, so you can wear it. I wasn't sure if I would love it. I kind of made it out of curiosity more than anything. But I really love it, and I want one in every color. Like you can just wear it like tied once. It looks kind of cute. Like it just looks cute, right? I could do like a box square or a square knot. Like cute. I don't know. It's just very like effortlessly cool. And Clementine likes it, and Mike was like, he said he would like one, so I think I'm really gonna try to get him to make it for himself. So this, the ball I got was a 50 grams of this. I don't know if I have like a bigger neck than most people. This would look cuter without like the V-neck, but like, that's so cute. It's just so cute and cozy. And like I said, like this would look better if I had like, you know, I really like it. So I want one in every color. So anyway, I want one in every color imaginable. So fun to make. I was not sure if I would like love it, but I do love it. I might look at the dimensions of like is there a shawl too? I think there's a shawl as well. It's just like, that's cute. That's really cute. And I wasn't sure about the color. It kind of looked blah while I was knitting it. But with the white and the charcoal, it kind of looks more blue. I feel like it might change to look more gray, more green, more blue. Like it's very like an interchangeable neutral. So I like that. I think that looks really cute. I love it. I'm so happy with it. So I'm either going to start my sleeves on my step-by-step sweater, which I'm a little nervous about, but I know it'll be fine. Like it's totally fine. Or I might cast on a sock. I probably shouldn't do that because I have a feeling that it's gonna like consume my brain and then I won't make my sweater. But I'm not in a huge rush to make the sweater now that I've like let go of the idea that I'm gonna buy more orange wool. If I run out, I'm just gonna get creative and do something kind of cute on the bottom, like a cute stripe 2x4 stripe or 2x2 or 4x4, just like a fairly thin stripe maybe on the bottom, or maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm not too worried about it now. I think I was telling you that I got 50 grams in this wool, and I weighed this. This is 23 grams, and I have 28 grams left. So the math isn't quite mathing. It's pretty close though. So I have enough to make another, I made the large size, and I have enough to make another large size one with leftovers still. So I might make another one for Mike, or give him, like, let him use that one. The yarn is a little fiddly, I would say, for like a beginner. You guys, I feel like I am like over that hump of like the learning curve, and I'm officially like sold on knitting. Like I'm a knitter now, and I feel like crochet is in the dust. Like I love that I know how to crochet, and I can always pick it up and try again and make something if I needed to or wanted to. But I am loving the knitting. It is like all consuming. February is usually like a dark month for me. Like I have one of those 5-year 1 line a day calendar or journal things, and usually I use it for like, I usually just list things that happen that I'm grateful for, or things that I'm grateful for. It was just kind of like a gratitude / journal. And every February, we're not at that point yet. Like it's usually like mid to late February. So I'm like hanging on to my hat here. But every year I go into this like deep funk or depression. And I really do think, like, I love winter. I realize this about myself, that I actually probably have like a reverse sad in some ways, but I do like I'm lacking vitamin D and sunshine at this point, because I love winter. I love it. There are aspects of it, of course, that I don't like. And usually by February, I'm done with winter. But I'm really trying to make friends with February this year. But like I said, it's like cyclical. I go into a deep depression. I really struggle the past few years because I've been on antidepressants for the last 3 years now. I usually will have to up my dose in February. Like I usually, like clockwork, will like think, okay, something needs to change. So far, I'm feeling quite good. And I think part of it is because my brain is busy making videos and also learning a new skill and really enjoying making things and getting that dopamine. And I've also deleted Instagram and Facebook, and I'm not allowing myself to doom scroll. So because I'm spending more time just knitting and I can't use my phone. So like we're watching TV or there's just like ambiance on and Mike's reading and I'm knitting, and it's good. It's good. And I feel like this level of calm, contented peacefulness over me all the time. And I can't put my finger on what it is, but I feel like knitting might have something to do with it. So this is the year that I'm trying to embrace my inner grandma and make friends with February. When I say I have been a grandma since I was like, I might have been born a grandma. Like when I say that, I'm like so serious. I went to college. I was 19, first time away from home, living in the residence. I had lots of friends. And I would go and hang out with my friends as they got ready to go to the bar on Friday, Saturday night. And then there was usually like a pub night and like Tuesday or Thursday, something like that. I would go and hang out with them until they were ready to go to the bar. And they're like, why don't you come with us? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And I would literally go back to my room. We had no TV in our dorm room with my roommate. She would go away. She always went home on weekends because her family had a farm and she just needed to go back. So she would leave. And I would be in my dorm room, literally making beeswax candles. I went to White Rose, got the supplies, and I would just sit there and make beeswax candles. And I would listen to jazz. And Louis Armstrong always takes me back to that time. And I read Anne of Green Gables. When I tell you I was born a grandma, I was born a literal grandma. I did not go drinking. I've never been hungover. I was not a drinker. I was not a partier. I like to dance. I like to laugh. I like to have fun, but I was never a drinker, never a partier. I was a candlestick maker. People would come in and be like, oh my God, it smells so nice in here. What is that? And I would have plants. And like I was cooking and I was like, that is just who I am. So I am fully embracing that. And lucky for me, it's all very trendy right now. So grandma hobbies are back and, analog life is back and we're all trying to live like it's the 90s. And lucky for me, I know what it was like in the 90s and it was good times. It was good times. I think everyone's trying to get off their phones. Another thing is that the Olympics are coming up. And back when I was in I think about high school, like probably elementary school and high school, we got really into it. And I think it was partially because we had one channel when I was a kid. And it was CBC. So it was when the Olympics were on, that was the only thing you could watch was Olympics or news, which talked about the Olympics. So this year, I said to the kids, I'm like, I really think we should try to follow and really get into Olympics and pretend like we just have one channel and try to just watch Olympic coverage and watch the opening ceremony and follow the athletes and get into it. And I feel just we need this sense of patriotism and camaraderie and just, people coming together. I feel like we really need this year. And the kids are actually into it. They're like, yeah, I think we should, like, I kind of want to watch it. I kind of want to get into this, watch the hockey or whatever. Like, I don't know. I think they're really into it. So I think we're going to try watching the Olympics this year. And I know it sounds kind of bad that we've never watched before, but because we don't have cable, I just kind of forget that it's on. So anyway, I think we're going to try to get into the Olympics this year for a little feel good. Like, I don't know. It just I get really patriotic, like on Canada Day and like Canada stuff. I get really patriotic. Mike's always like surprised by how patriotic I am. But anyway, I think I'm going to do a little tidying up, and then I'm going to maybe sit down and probably watch the portion of making the step-by-step sweater. She goes through how to pick all the stitches up and how to pick them up under the arm, the extra ones under the arm, and not make holes and all of that. So I think I'm gonna watch that portion and start one of the arms. I kind of really want to start a sock, but I also know that if I start a sock, I won't be able to stop. So I think I really want to do the sweater. I want to make some progress on it and have that kind of done. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
En otra vida, otro lugar. Nunca pensé que me llegara a pasar. Yo solo sabía de buenos amores. A mí me enseñaron.
Okay, so I just wanted to quickly do an outfit of the day, but I wanted to really show you this coat that I got. This red cashmere wool Angora coat for $15. Like, are you kidding me? Behold. What? This coat is glorious. We got the side slits, the drape, the comfort. The only thing I don't love is that it has like these very subtle built-in shoulder pads, and it's like under the lining. So I'm not sure if I should like take a little seam ripper and very carefully remove them, because I really don't need help in the shoulder department. Like, they're already linebacker shoulders. So see, I feel like it's a little wide, but this coat is a freaking dream. It is a dream. So the rest of my outfit is a little out of my comfort zone. We have like, I have blue tights on. They're bamboo tights that I got at our local store here. So they're breathable. You can wear them like as tights or as long johns, or you could probably wear them as pants. I'm not sure if they're squat proof. I haven't tested it out, but a little thrifted belt that I've had for years, striped shirt, and then my Sophie scarf. Doubled it up. I think it looks kind of cute. See, I feel like I look really broad right here. It's the only thing about it. I think I'm gonna have to go in and take those out. And then I have my owl earrings that Mike got me for Christmas, and they are my new favorites. I absolutely love them. They're made of like recycled silver serving tray, I think. But this person makes jewelry out of like old spoons, old silver cutlery, and like tea sets and stuff. So I got that in Bracebridge, and I kind of want to go back and look and see if I can find another piece, because I really, really like them. I can't remember the name of the person who did it, but if I go back, I'll share it. So this is today's outfit. We're gonna go downtown. I gotta go to the drugstore, pick up a few things. So it's always good to go out for a little walk, but I don't think I'm gonna wear this, because this doesn't feel like a put on a backpack and hike downtown kind of jacket. It feels like I should treasure this a little more, but I wanted to show it to you. So I'm gonna put on my like regular green jacket. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. Okay, I'm back from the thrift store. I mean, the drugstore. It's just so close. I gotta go. And this is how people ask, like, my number one tip for like getting good thrifty finds. This feels like this is crooked. Is going frequently. Like, and that means sometimes you find nothing and sometimes you find everything. So the thrift gods were good today. So I'll show you what I got. I swear I'm gonna wrap this video up today because it feels like it's getting very long, very yappy. But honestly, I kind of enjoy a long yappy vlog, and I feel like if I'm getting more and more knitters, I feel like the less you have to like take your hands off of your knitting and pick another video, the less time you have to do that, the less times you have to do that, the better, in my opinion. So I like a good long yappy vlog, so that's what I'm gonna make. So let me show you what I got. First of all, I should show you, I ordered this yesterday and it came today. So I've been looking at these for a while. I keep hearing about them. And I decided to just take the leap and get one and try it out. So I can let you guys know how it is if you're interested in these too, because I feel like a lot of you that watch my vlog would probably be into this as well. It is the brick. So I've seen other people use it. I think it has an app. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm just like, I keep hearing about it and I hear good things about it. And it's basically a device that you stick, I think I'm gonna stick it to the fridge maybe. And I think you tap it and it blocks the useless things on your phone. And then to unlock it, you have to tap your phone again. So it doesn't completely block it. Like, scrolling and phone usage in our house is a bit out of control. Like, we have teenagers, we have cell phones, we have iPads, all of the things, and it's just getting out of hand. And we have tried doing lock boxes, we have tried doing screen time, and it's just a hassle. So this feels like it makes you conscious. It makes you consciously pick when you want to be online, if that makes sense. So like, if you're lying in bed and you feel like scrolling, but you have to get up and unlock the apps that you want to scroll and go into the kitchen and unlock it, like, the chances of me actually doing that are like so small. I'll pick up a book instead. Anyway, I got that. I'm interested. If I do, I'll film it, but I'll probably put it in the next one, like my thoughts on it and using it. But I wanted to share that I did get that, and I will share in my next video, like, how it works for us. Apparently you can use it for your whole family. I've already been yapping for 4 minutes. So at the thrift store, I'm gonna do it really quick. I got Pride and Prejudice. I've actually never watched this movie and I've never read the book, and I keep trying, and I keep trying to read the book. I actually got it for free on Audible and started listening to it when I started knitting my sweater. And Clementine actually kind of got invested in it, and I guess maybe I need to give it more time, but I don't know if this is like my jam. I think that might be the problem, because we also started watching, like, I love Downton Abbey, historical fiction, like dramas, all of that. Downton Abbey is like one of my favorite shows of all time, probably, and All Creatures Great and Small. And we started watching The Gilded Age, I think it's called, and it's made by the same person who made Downton Abbey, but it's in the late 1800s in New York. So I don't know if it's like just that time, if it's like that time and like stuffy rich people time. I'm really not sure what it is, but I'm not digging it. But I got this. I thought we could try it. I am trying to get more physical media just because I hate streaming. We have streaming services, but they're getting out of hand. Like, they're now, you know, there's levels to, like, the fact that you're paying and now you have to pay extra to like watch the show earlier. You're paying for like these elite tiers. You're paying, but also still getting ads. You're paying, and then you can get like, you can pay like double and we'll give you no ads. Like, it's just crazy. Anyway, physical media. I'm trying to get more physical media. We have tons of books. We have tons of DVDs, like our favorite movies and shows, because they can always just take them off. We don't own them. They can always just remove them, and then what? Then what? I can't watch my Christmas movies? Like, no. I found this, Rosamund Pilcher. I should show you. I'm like slowly collecting all of these. I think they might be the 80s or 90s version hardback the covers are just so glorious, like so pretty. But I have, I think, most of her books at this point in hardcover, this kind of version of them, and I love that for me. So I saw this and I was like, I have to get it. This is just a plate hanger, very like 1980s, but I have these beautiful handmade plates. I didn't make them, but I got them at the thrift store, and they're just so pretty that I kind of think it would be cute to be able to hang one on the wall somewhere. I just, for a little interest rather than having it hiding in like a hutch. So I just thought, let's try it. I got one of these because we always need these, the perfect size for lunches. I got a mug because it's just so cute, and it just, I feel like it's like one of those classic things that fits kind of perfectly into my random mug collection. So I got that. I got these. I think they're taco stands. I'm not sure, but they were 50 cents for 3 of them, and I love a taco, and I love to have 2 at a time, and I feel like, oops, I love to have 2 at a time, but they fall over and it drives me crazy. So I thought, I think that's what this is. I hope that's what they're gonna be used for anyway. So I got those, and I think the kids will appreciate that too. I got this for Clementine. Then I actually ran into my friend that was here last week for a visit. It was lovely. We just sat and I knit and she crocheted, and we just chatted for hours. So that was really nice. But I ended up running into her at the thrift store, and we're chatting away, and I said, I'm really looking for like a royal blue like leather wallet. I have one. It's not great, but it's doing the trick for right now. But I really would like a nice one. So anyway, I said, I'm looking for royal blue. I'm like really attracted to it. And then no sooner were the words out of my mouth that she found this beautiful scarf, pashmina scarf, in the perfect blue. So I should look up what pashmina actually means, but does that mean it's cashmere or silk or some kind of blend? I don't know, but oh my God, look at that color. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I got this for Poppy. It almost looks like it's hand knit. I don't know. And I found this turtleneck for me. It's almost like a tonal black. Like it's not a straight black, and it's cotton. It's a cotton blend, and it has like the split hem on the bottom, nice cowl neck. I just thought that was really beautiful. And then I actually found this coat. I think it'll be for Silas. It's a Quicksilver. It's a really nice quality coat. And then I also found this. Silas is obsessed with dinosaurs, and at one point he thought he might want to be a paleontologist, but he's not so sure now. I don't know, you know, he's always loved dinosaurs. So I got him this, but like, come on, it's like, that's such a cool hat. And then like I needed another mug, but here we are. I got another mug. It's just a perfect little pumpkin. It's got a good handle. This is a good mug. This is a good mug. This is sturdy. She's substantial. Good mug. I think that's it. I hope you're enjoying these long, chatty, rambling sort of vlogs where we kind of spend the week together knitting and thrifting and being at home and all of that. So like I said, in the next one, I will be sharing my thoughts and feelings on this, the brick, and I will be knitting some more. I started the the hem, on my sweater. So I'm maybe not even quite halfway through it, but yeah, I've started the I've started the hem on it, the ribbing, and then I'll just have the sleeves to do. So I'm still making progress on that. I think I'm probably going to cast on another Sophie Scarf and probably a pair of socks, because I am loving it. I am loving knitting, and it feels so good. I don't know if it's because I've built it up so much in my head that now I'm doing it and it feels so good, or if it's just pure dopamine, or if it's like that perfect balance of like flow where it's like equal parts, just enough of a challenge and just enough of a success that you're like in a flow state. And I feel like that's where I'm kind of at right now. So anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here. If you've watched this far, you are a champion. I love you very much. If you're new here, Thank you so much for being here. If you're not new here and you've been here for a while, I love you and thank you for being here. If you made it this far, leave me this emoji down below. I don't know if I have a question. Okay, I have a question. Let me know how you are going to make February your friend this year. Like, what are you gonna do to make February not miserable? Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.